Welcome back to another video. I mentioned when I did my reading, right? When I did my spiritual reading that this came out tenderness, and this what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about pretty much when to know when your kindness means taken for weakness, because tenderness just means that you're kind and generous, and it's kept coming out throughout the reading too, and I want to speak on this topic. I want to elaborate on that more, specifically for this video. If you guys, come across this video and probably a type of person to always do for people, or you feel like, you always go out of your way, or you used to, specifically, you used to always go out of your way, and it was never genuine on that person's side. It was always like, if something else came up, you know what I'm saying? It was like people looked at you as like the doer, you know what I'm saying? The person that just did for them, but it wasn't like they was trying to really, you know what I'm saying, do for themselves in a way. Like, you always find that. So, and you be kind, and this is things to look out for. Like, you want to notice these red flags for people that use you versus people that might need some assistance, but would, you know, not be able to do for you too, or return your favor, but in a way where they see that what you did was very, like, helpful. You know what I'm saying? But you have a lot of people that just look for things done. Look for the kind person that's in the family or in the group, and they want to grab their attention, because they feel like, if I grab their attention, they'll be able to help me or whatever. But they only seem to come around or ask for help or contact you when they need assistance, and that's the type of thing that you want to look off for too, because that's kind of like that generic fake love, like that people be telling you about. It ain't really authentic. Doesn't matter who the person is. It's not really authentic if that person's always coming around or trying to get with you, and things ain't getting right on their part. And then people's like, they fail to remember that you've probably been somebody that didn't have assistance or have that guidance or whatever, and you kind of just have to get on your end type of vibe. But you was the kind person at the end of the day. You was the generous person, so you always looked out for people. You tried, and then you probably got backstabbed in your back or whatever from your people or whatever. So you begin to have a cold heart towards it, or a cold shoulder towards people, and they don't understand why, because they're so involved with their personal problems, and they don't see that y'all got situations where you're in a court. Like, it's hard for you to even you know move up the ladder, and without having people that feel like you should take them with you. Or, when you, let's say for an example, you plant a tree. Use this analogy. Let's say you plant a tree, apple tree, right? Let's say you plant the apple tree in your backyard, and you're like, all right, cool, this is what I gotta do. No, you planted the apple tree, but you have to maintain it if you want it to grow, right? If you want to receive fruits from the apple tree, you're gonna have to plant the seed. So you plant the seed, bam, okay, boom. Now you gotta go out there every morning and water this tree, right? For like maybe a year straight. You just water the tree. You have not ate a fruit yet, but for a year straight, make sure every morning you got up and you watered this tree. That's how life works. So you have people that want to pick off the apple tree, and they've never asked you if you need assistance with the apple tree. You know what I'm saying? When you were struggling to water the plant, there's people they never came around to see how the apple tree was doing. So the apple tree is your process in life. That is the motive I'm using. That is your process in life, because when you wake up every day, you go to work, or you work in general. It doesn't even have to be financially on work, or you gain finance from whatever you're doing at the moment. But it could be like you're reading, you're developing yourself. So in the process of developing yourself, it's the process of watering the apple tree. Well, like I said, you have a lot of times when people don't check up on you within the development process. They only want to come around after you already developed, after you already got where you're at, after you already look like you're living good, after you already avoided the drama. That's when people want to bring the drama into your life. And I'm here to tell you guys, it doesn't matter how kind or generous you are. Even God sees that God helps people that help themselves. So don't even feel pressured, feeling like, oh, what will God think of me now? Like God won't think nothing of you because you can see it's the devil. You ever see how you guys are moving up in the ladder and you just did something good and people wanna come with that BS, people wanna come with that, make you feel like their problems are your problems. You know what I'm saying? You might be an auntie and uncle and you got your siblings that have babies or whatever want to put the babies with you and make you be and try to make you babysit the babies when you was down and out, you couldn't cope for them because if you was to do the same thing they're doing and run around and have kids that you couldn't manage to take care of, then and you try to drop them on them, it'd be the same situation. So I'm saying, so sometimes people gotta look at that. But like I said, when you start making sacrifice for yourself and you start working hard for yourself, which whatever it is, like I said, it's not just about kids. Like it could be anything, but kids is a great thing. Um, if you have the encouragement, I'm not saying that people are gonna be able to do it by themselves. I understand that everybody's got their situations, but you have people that don't recognize that. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they're gonna drop everything on you and it's not your responsibilities. But because you're the kind hearted person, because you're seen as generous and things like that, that's when they feel like, oh yeah, they're gonna do it. And when you don't do it, that's when they're the worst people because they're like, oh, I should have done. You know what I'm saying? So they try to make you feel bad. That's the thing about being kind. You have a good heart, and they're gonna try to make you feel bad about whatever it is, and then they're gonna try to hit up everybody and make them hit you up to, So it's just like avoiding that. And how do you do that? If you know somebody's coached you, right? This is what I can say. Apply maybe an hour a day to respond to people's. You know what I'm saying? In a way where it's like, okay, you still want to keep whatever connection, fine respond to them one sometime a reasonable time that way because if you sit on the film room all day, they're gonna distract you from doing what you gotta do. And it's so funny because if you was to go homeless or used to be in a box or whatever, you go inside the street and ask those people who's reaching out to them. Nobody's asking them for nothing. People's only asking for you when you look like you're living good. Nobody asks you when you're down and out and when you're last and got your last meal. Nobody's asking for that last meal. They asking when you get that buffet. That's when they ask you for your meals. Like when you get that buffet, they don't ask you for nothing when they feel like you can't provide everything that they want. If you look like you're in a worse situation, they gonna ask you for nothing. They ain't even gonna ask. Like a lot of times they don't even they only hit you up for nothing. Like they don't wanna hang out with you for what? You can't benefit them. A lot of times people only hang out with people that they can benefit. So I ain't hearing that. You feel me? So I just wanted to give you guys a little reminder. Um, don't let people take your kindness for weakness. Just because your tenderness and your generous and your kindness and all that, you're kind, don't let that happen to you guys. Look at it like an apple tree. If they wasn't out here watering the process with you and when you was trying to make it, they was shunning you down or then you just gotta accept that like, okay, these people ain't for me, like I'm keep moving on. Yeah, hey, hi and bye, but ain't no long conversations, like ain't no um you know what I'm saying? Ain't no hanging out like that no more. Ain't none of that because I'm gotta focus on growing this apple tree, which is my life, my process of life. So when you realize people just come around when that apple tree is growing and the apples are there, now they wanna now they see the apple tree, they wanna come by and take off the apple now. Like so ensure that you guys are kind and generous, but at the same time, if if you fall short and anytime you help somebody, always remember, is this an inconvenience for you? Giving somebody a couple of dollars or whatever and that doesn't inconvenience you, doesn't help them too sometimes. A lot of times people, if you see they're getting constant help and they're not making any changes, then you just need to cut that person off. Like you just need, as far as finance goes or whatever, you just need to stop doing what you're doing because it ain't helping them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when it comes down to certain things, you gotta realize that and like I said, not just money, but in all aspects of it. if you was to go, you was to lose everything that you have today. I don't know what you have. Let's say you lose everything, right? Um, these people probably not gonna be able to get that stuff back for you. They're not probably going, you know what I'm saying? The things that they're asking for you, they probably wouldn't do for you. Like, you feel me? Let's just keep it 100. A lot of times people put themselves in situations and you know, they don't want to listen to anybody, but at the same time they also wanna, kind of expect you to take them out. But you can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? You came this far. You don't grew this apple tree, this nice massive apple tree, and now they're gonna come back in life and trying to pick off them apples. Nah. Because if you allow them to pick off them apples, you're gonna be left with the leaves and you're gonna starve. And then they ain't gonna be able to help you because you think they took them apples and planted them apple seeds, so them apples? No, people ain't investing like that. If they would have did thought like that, they would have bought an apple from the grocery store and planted it. They didn't think like that. They didn't think that far. They just thought, I can eat the apple. Why I reproduce? And see, a lot of times it goes off of somebody's heart and um first initiation. They don't think like that. That's why they're asking favors from you. If they could do themselves, but they would rather not struggle. So you have to struggle. They'd rather not struggle. They'd rather just eat off for you. You can't have that because if you really love that person, you'll let them struggle because you're strong because you struggle. So sometimes you just gotta let people become strong to go through struggle. We always see in movies and everything, the best situations come out of the toughest times. So just an encouraging message to you guys. I know you guys are kind and you guys are generous, but you can't always help people that can't help themselves, right? So yeah, that's probably gonna be the title. Don't help people that help themselves or whatever like that. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. Comment if you have any wisdom that you want to drop in the comment section. Also, share this video with a friend or family member that needs to hear this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.